Nobody says when, nobody says why. How could this be so? 'Cause we don't get to choose the way that we go. I'm a mess. Okay. My name is Grace Bongard and I'm 18 years old. I started my music when I was about 3 or 4, and I started to show an interest in my music around that age. And a lot of Canadian bands kind of influenced that, like Avril Lavigne and Nickelback were the first few that I really got into. And the first time I ever sang was in front of a group of people at my school. We had a school barbecue and I sang Avril Lavigne up on stage all by myself, didn't have the lyrics or anything. Started around September of 2017, so I'd been posting covers on Instagram of songs that I'd been covering. And I got a message the next morning. I'd posted a cover of The Unforgiven by Metallica. The next morning I got a really lengthy message, and it was from a producer named Shannon, and he had just said that he's from Nashville-based producer, and he was really interested and wanted to have a conversation about my music. So I called him, I think that following morning. Didn't hear back right away, so that was a little bit scary, and then of course called all the family, and I was all excited, and everyone just kind of told me to chill out because it might not be a legitimate situation yet. So a couple days went by, Shannon finally called me back, and we had about an hour-long phone call just talking about what would happen from here on out if we went forward. Just being in Nashville, it just made everything seem right. And the moment that we actually entered Nashville and just seeing all the landmarks for the first time, I just had such an overwhelming sense of calm come about me, and it was just you're making the right career choice. This is what you want to do. It made me stop kind of questioning this whole music thing, because I know a lot of people question because it's not a feasible way of living for the most part. I met my friend Alex only last year when I was going into grade 12. She was part of my immediate friend group, one of my best friends in high school, and she knew I was a singer. She'd seen me on Instagram. She knew of my videos. She knew I liked to sing, and anything that I had done surrounding music, she was always so supportive of and cheering me on. Alex fits into the music that I wrote because one of the songs called Nobody Says is actually written for her. When Alex passed away this past summer, it was just a no-brainer when the music came to be that it was something I wanted to do for her. So I knew I needed to write something to get my feelings out about how I felt about the situation, and that's kind of where the song Nobody Says came from. It was just something I really needed to say about what had happened. Shannon and I had been working over Skype calls over the last couple months beforehand to prepare the music, and I went down for a week and we recorded 3 songs together, and it was just the most enlightening situation that we could have been both put in. I couldn't have asked for a better first go with music, first run with music, and then I flew back home, and about a month later I released my first EP. And so within a matter of months, everything was started and completed in the process there. Mom has been so unimaginably supportive through everything. She's been there since I was little. We would be in the car and I'd be asking her, Mom, if I wanted to have a concert, how much would it be to build a stage, and what's the appropriate amount to sell tickets to family and friends? And she would help me work up all the numerical aspects of that to figure out how much I needed to survive on music. She really did everything for me to get me to the place I needed to be, and she continuously does that now. She's like my momager now. She's my mom and my manager. The reaction to my EP coming out has just been phenomenal. Everyone's been so supportive. My work has been so supportive, my friends and my family. Everyone's really been on board with this is something as I wanted to do with my life. Even when I posted my covers on Instagram, people were always so kind and supporting to them, and just to have that undying support with the EPs coming out in my own music, I couldn't ask for more.